Welcome to BS with Tommy and Wes.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to BS with Tommy and Wes. I am Wes, and I am here with my heterosexual life mate, Tommy.
Hello, this is true. I am heterosexual, and I am also his life mate.
Tommy, what's been going on, man? We've been talking about doing this for a long time.
So long. We decided that we were going to do this about 15 months ago.
Yeah.
And then we got put into a feud.
It was weird because we went from playing games and doing stuff like this and just hanging out all the time publicly to on-screen hating each other and not being able to do any of that because
it was out of left field. And we decided to uphold this little term we like to call kayfabe in this wrestling world. And it just shut everything that we had planned down.
It was awful.
It was awful.
We had a great time, told a great story, but it was just it was hard not being able to actually be friends in public.
Absolutely. The 100%. The story was great. It culminated really nicely. Everything was awesome. Went on for over a year. Probably the longest feud that's ever just gone on actively in this area too. But it was a massive inconvenience in terms of man, I can't post pictures of us at the gym or the movies or anything, and I can't tag you in anything.
Yeah, because
can't play games online or anything.
There were so many times we were getting a good workout in, both of us just man, really want to take a picture right now, but nobody'd ever see it.
Yeah, dude. And we would do we would go out and just do stuff together, when we went on that run with John.
Yeah,
and we couldn't share any photos about it with each other. It was a little frustrating at times. But it was. I will still say it was worth it though.
Very much so. I know several people that showed up to that event strictly to see the payoff for that story. You mentioned that it was a very long story and one of the longest, most congruent stories that have kind of gone on in this area in a long time. But I also would bet that it was probably one of the most investing stories.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It wasn't just one of those one and dones either that you see so often.
Right.
There was bullet points to this thing. There were key moments all throughout. We kept it going. There was a little bit of a dip of where we kind of went off and did our own little thing for about 3 months.
Yeah.
But it all kind of still helped add to what we were doing for our own rivalry and our own story. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun the whole time. We had 3 matches.
Yeah.
In all. They
3 very different matches, by the way.
3 very different matches, but they all 3 delivered in their own way.
I feel like when you see people work together on multiple occasions, you get a variant of the same match. And I feel like we delivered very different matches each time.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was the first match was let's just go out here and fight like animals the whole time. And it was great. And then the second match, we were we're going to do all the moves.
Every single
move that's ever been done in pro wrestling ever. We're going to do it.
It was insane. And then the third match was just utter chaos from start to finish.
It was brutality from start to finish. And it was kind of a mixture of both in a little bit, but still its own thing.
Right. Yeah. One of my coworkers actually came to the event and there's a phone going off. They must have answered it. Janice, is that you?
God.
One of my coworkers came to the event and still talks about stuff he saw at the event. He was watching me get, take the pile driver off the apron through a table, taking it from the middle rope. It was one of those things where people are still talking about it.
We always want to leave something for the new people.
Yeah.
Something that's going to grab them, because you never know how many people are at your show that it's their first time there.
Right.
And you want to do something that's going to make sure that they leave with that impression, something that makes them want to come back, obviously, but you want to make sure that their first time coming was worth it, and that Absolutely. They see something that they've never seen before, even if they're not typically a wrestling fan, but they've seen it on TV or something. I like doing something that you'll never see anywhere.
Yeah. So. And I feel like there haven't been many guys, I would say, since John probably, to do things that you only see on those like big ticket pay-per-views. Like he was notorious for making those moments, whether it be a leap from the top of the cage or just a subtle character moment that you just don't see anywhere else. And I feel like we brought that back into that match.
Oh yeah, of course, man. And it's matches like those that I feel like will get talked about for a very, very long time. You get a few of those, like one every few years, where a match happens and it's just something about it so different from everything else you see that people will reference it from time, like years down the road. Like you mentioned the match with John and Tim with the cage. Like that match gets talked about today. You know, like when me and Alex had our tables match, the match gets talked about today. And you know, now you and I had this match, and I think 5 years from now that match will get talked about still.
I think so too. That's a weird thing. Let's get into that for a second, because it's really, really weird for me. I don't feel old. Does that make sense? Like, I've been wrestling for 10 years now, and it does not feel like I've been wrestling for 10 years. So when I have like young guys come up to me and like, dude, like we were at MPX this past weekend, and one of the guys were like, oh dude, this is 8-year-old me's dream. And I was like, don't say that. Like it makes me feel old, because he was 8 years old when he was watching me. That's crazy, because he's wrestling now. What in the world's going on? Like we're just aging, and I don't like it.
I feel old. You can speak for yourself. I feel old as hell all the time, nonstop. I wake up on a Sunday morning after every single show, and my body's like, "Why do you do this?
What are you doing to me?
What are you doing
so
to me?"
abusive?
I know, man. But no, I get what you're saying, and not even just that happens at MPX too with several people. But it happens down here too. Like, for example, Seth the fan, or Seth the pimp now, like he tells me all the time, like he started going to WFC shows as like a kid, just as a fan and stuff, like watching like us, like in the earlier days, definitely my earlier days, because you've been doing this longer than me. And then now he's cutting these awesome promos and stuff, just putting out the best content online, period, bar none.
I could not be more proud of the current crop coming up. I mean, you've got Seth, you've got Titan Yin, you've got Riley Grin, you've got Tyler Midas, Cappuccino Jones. Like, you've got all these amazing talents coming up. And now, when I say amazing talents, like, I'm not saying that they're all like fantastic at all around stuff. However, what I'm saying is, they have surpassed what I even thought was possible coming in as a rookie.
Every single one of them, 1 year in, is better than me 4 years in.
Absolutely.
Like it's amazing. And it's been so long since we've been able to say something like that, because there's never really been just a new crop of talent, at least up here in Oklahoma, that just shined. Like,
at all?
Never.
Yeah.
Even like when I first started, like I still wouldn't consider that crop of talent like amazing. Like, and it's been so long, and for the longest time we would all look to the future and be like, damn, the future does not look great right now.
I'm terrified to leave this.
It's for like the first time, like you look at these younger guys who are just starting, and it's like, man, this is in good hands now. Like, we did a really good job.
I even hesitate to say that guys like Alex and JD, when they first came in, were at this level. They were doing great stuff, don't get me wrong. I don't think they were operating at this level.
Yeah, you got guys like Cappuccino Jones getting literally an arena chanting his name right now. And you got Titan and Riley on the road doing their thing, and just Seth putting up the crazy promos, and just Tyler Midas hopping in the car with everybody too, doing his thing, doing NWA. Like, it's everybody's, that's the crazy part. That's the great part, is throughout the years, we have seen people show up and be really good out of nowhere, but it's always been like one person at a time.
For sure.
Now we have, like you said, it's a whole crop of guys, and it's breathtaking.
Yes, absolutely. I could not be more proud of these guys.
Yeah. All right. Fuck putting those guys over now. This is our show, damn it. This is our show. It's our first show. We came here to talk about some bullshit, not about some real shit. That's what it's called. It's called BS with Tommy and Wes.
So, I don't know if you read news at all. Do you read any news?
I get a lot of Twitter notifications, and that's my news source.
Okay, so the New York Post wrote about something. Do you remember like being a kid and like hearing that there were alligators and stuff in the sewers?
Yes.
Okay. I always thought that was just like a fucking fairy tale that our parents told us, like, oh, there's alligators in the sewers.
Oh, I would believe that shit.
Well, according to the New York Post, alligators are in the sewers.
Let's go.
Workers found a jaw-dropping video. It says the moment was captured in video footage that recalls the big city myth that inspired the 1980 B-movie Alligator and was further popularized by Drew Barrymore and Steven Spielberg's 1982 sci-fi classic E.T. There are alligators in the sewers of New York.
The validation. Validation. Everybody can kiss my ass. The alligators were real. They were real.
All I need now is to confirm that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles also live in there, and I think I could probably I could die at any moment fairly happy.
If the turtles are real, I'm going to live in the sewer.
Yes, they'll protect us from the alligators.
They will. They will. Batman's going to show up. Killer Croc.
Killer Croc.
All right. What has been going on with you and your life recently, sir? What has been going on?
Nothing super interesting.
Nothing.
Other than my shoot job, my actual job.
Yeah?
That is the most interesting thing about my life right now.
Man.
I work for a certain company taking yearbook photos for all sorts of schools. I'm talking from pre-K all the way through seniors in high school. And I can truthfully say, without a shadow of a doubt, and I don't give a shit what anybody says, I would much rather work with young children than fucking middle school and high schoolers any day of the week.
Yes.
They're all assholes.
Go in the depth. Go in the depth. Give me the examples. How are these youngins out doing the newer or the older ones?
Okay, so I'll kind of pull back the curtain on the way the company kind of operates a little bit. When we take yearbook photos, we want you sitting straight, nice, tall, straight on. We don't want you like turning your face. We don't want you angling your body. Nothing like that. Nothing weird, because it distorts and it does make you look weird. That's why you'll look back at your yearbook photos and be like, oh, that's an awful photo. Like, why did anybody let me do that? Why did it? Trust me, they were trying to get you to sit straight that whole time and you were fighting them on it. Little kids will typically listen. Pre-K through, I would say, third grade, typically listen. They're like, oh, okay, sit nice and tall or stand up nice and tall, like a statue, easy, done. Got it. Snap, 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 done. Once you reach into that fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, and then they get older, they stop listening and they think that they can do whatever they want. And it's awful. Like, I'll tell you this story. One couple weeks ago, we were photographing school, and one of the kids, this was in a very bad part of town. One of the kids was talking about like, man, if this photo ain't good, I'm gonna break all these cameras. And our desk check and was like, cool, well, you can go over there, and pointed to my bay. So he gets sent to my bay, and he's like, these better look good. I'm like, oh, don't worry, they will. He's like, they better. He sits down, I go, snap, 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 you're done. Like, it was that fast. Just click, 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 gone. Like, get out. And he was like, oh, what? Just like did not know what to think because it was such a quick thing. He was not ready for it. I've had other kids come in dressed up in costumes. I've had one girl showed up to photo day in a green morph suit. For anyone that doesn't know, we photograph on a green screen. So they tried to match the green screen with the morph suit, thinking that it would just be like a floating head or something. It was not. So now they have a yearbook photo of them in a green morph suit.
I love that so much. I love it so much. Yeah. Older kids are definitely harder to deal with.
Dicks.
Yeah. Yes. I was a manager at a movie theater for a many of years, and those are the worst things to deal with, man.
Yeah.
You know how many teenagers I had to kick out of the theater for having sex in the bathroom? Not even just in the bathroom, dude. They These guys are bold.
out here
They
doing
were
it.
getting it in the third row, dude.
What?
And the only thing I can think of is
like
that's
that.
an awful way to watch a movie.
I can picture two people just going at it during like the finale of The Wild Robot. Like, Pixar really gets them going.
Kids are bold, man. Teenagers are bold, dude. Some of these teenagers need their asses whooped.
They just need their asses whooped.
People like teenagers, like typically like they grow out of like getting spanked and stuff. And I'm like, nah.
Is that a thing that still happens? Do kids get their asses whooped anymore? Like I remember
don't know,
getting my
man.
ass whooped.
I know. I did too as a kid. And as a father now, I don't typically spank my children. I'm not going to say I don't, but
Right.
it's not something I resort to. But I think these teenagers, when they get older, that's where the beatings really come in.
I tell
Don't beat your kids.
I tell my sister-in-law she just needs to get her ass kicked one good time.
One good time. One good time.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. So like we said, this is something that we wanted to do for a long time.
Yeah.
We actually recorded a commentary track once that never got released
Never got released. No.
because
Sorry, if you guys hear anything crazy going on in the background, I think they're watching a movie next door.
they are, yeah, we are at Spaded and Jaded in the back of the building at the TPWA Training Center.
It looks very nice in here.
It's very nice in here. John Cross is looming over your left shoulder in my POV right now. He's just watching everything.
Look at that promo picture of Tim over there. He looks so young.
I know.
The chin strap's definitely gotten thicker over the years. But yeah, man,
It looks great in here. It's great here. I'm glad we have this place too, because it's very important to train. So we get this in.
Absolutely.
And this is a great place to do it. Spaded and Jaded is awesome for allowing this to happen. And yes, they are watching The Hangover right now.
That is
next
amazing.
door, and it's great. So if you hear that, congratulations, first of all. But yeah, we wanted to do this for a really long time. We had a lot of different ideas of what we could do. It could be a podcast. It could just be like a YouTube channel. It could, we had a lot of different things that we talked about doing. We recorded a commentary track for the original Scream movie once, and we were talking about doing a bunch of game stuff, and then it just never came to fruition. But now nobody can stop us.
Nobody can stop us.
Nobody. We're going to do everything. We're going to do a podcast. We're going to have, no, we're not. No, not having sex.
No.
We will not have sex. We are heterosexual life. We established this
Hetero.
off the rip. But we do plan on doing this podcast. We plan on playing some games. What's some other things?
Absolutely. I think, playing games, obviously just talking about bullshit, telling you guys, kind of pulling back the curtain a little bit on our wrestling journey. Like you're going to get to hear all the ridiculous stories from the road. You're going to get to hear maybe some troubles we've had putting matches together. Lately we've had a lot of pushback, which is super crazy. It's pushback from greener people, like people who have not been around as long as we have. And it's just super weird to me to have that pushback. Usually, like, if we're putting a match together and I recommend something or say like, hey, maybe we should do this, this, and this, and you're not feeling it, you're like, okay, well, I like this and this, but why don't we try to spin it and do this? And we haven't been getting that, but more so that like, I don't know, let me go talk to so-and-so. Yeah. It's like, what are you doing?
Oh, man.
What are you doing?
Oh, man. And listen, we are not the best in the world by any means, but you've been doing this for 10 years. I'm going on 9 years. We are very well respected in our area of where we come from, for sure, in the wrestling world. I don't know, man. Sometimes people feel territorial. I don't know what it is, man, but people are bold these days.
People are very bold. I've also I think it's funny when I'm in a very familiar place and a place that's very familiar with me. And then I get people treating me like this is my first week on the job. And I've been here for a while. I know at the beginning of the podcast, I said like, I don't feel like I've been doing this for 10 years, but then I stop and I think, what have I done in that 10 years? I've done a lot in that 10 years. Like, to have people come up to me and be like, oh yeah, like we do this thing, and then they'll describe a drop kick to me. And it's like, what are you doing right now?
Brother, I got this sick move. Have you ever heard of this guy called The Rock?
Yeah. But you mentioned playing games, and I think that I've got a couple questions for you, Tommy. I've got a couple questions. So let's play a little game. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Let's
play.
And you try to give me the best answer you possibly can.
I can do that.
All right. Ready?
I'm ready.
Right off the rip. Fuck, marry, kill. Mexican food, Italian food, or Chinese food?
Oh, I'm fucking Mexican food. Like, it's getting dirty. It is getting dirty. It's that one time where you can't look at each other afterwards. I'm going to marry Italian food because pasta is my go-to. It's my favorite food. I love it. And Chinese food can fuck off and die slowly in a ditch.
What's your like go-to like Mexican?
Oh, see, I'm not like, not difficult, man. I like my tacos and I like my burritos and I like them fake as fuck.
Oh, so you're like Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Going at it.
Yeah. That's not Mexican food technically, but I count it.
It's Tex-Mex, isn't it?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Or is it like Tex-Mex? Like, I always thought that was like Texas Mexican food.
I think it is. I think that's what that means. I don't think Taco Bell is Tex-Mex, but I do go to a real Mexican restaurant. Me and my lovely fiance, we go to this place in Broken Arrow called Ted's every so often, whenever we have the money. And we typically always get the same thing. She gets grilled fajita stuff. I get like smothered burritos and with like a side of like cream corn. And it's always amazing.
Okay. See, like there's a little hole in the wall place in Tulsa that I love. It's over there on 21st and 129th, Taco San Pedro. Guys, if you're in the Tulsa area, check out Taco San Pedro. Like, they aren't paying me to say any of this. They don't even know me other than from me coming in there and getting the taco special, but it is some of the best food you will ever have. And it doesn't blow out your asshole.
Oh, that's the best part.
Yeah. Wait, blowing out your asshole or not blowing out your asshole?
Yes.
Okay, moving on. Would you rather take on a hungry lion with a small pocket knife or a pack of 8 hungry wolves with a handgun and exactly 8 bullets?
Oh, the lion.
You're going the lion?
I'm going with the lion. I actually think I'd have a better chance with the wolves, but I have a very intense fear of like stray dogs. I've been attacked by dogs so many times, like as a child. Like it's like almost like a PTSD thing. I freak out when it comes to dogs. So if you're throwing me in the woods with 8 wolves, I don't care if I have a gun. Like, I'm going to probably shit myself before anything even happens. And they're going to smell that on me.
So you're taking the big cat.
I'm going to take the big cat with a small knife. Big cat, small knife. Idris Elba did it. I can do it too.
Okay, so follow-up question then. Do you think that you could realistically defeat any creature on the earth with just 2 samurai swords? And if not, what do you think's taking you out?
So let's go through the scale here.
Sure.
Let's start small. I could fuck up a mouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we go a little bit bigger. I can fuck up a cat. I think I could take one dog. What's bigger than a dog? What's next up? A donkey?
I don't know, because like dogs can get fucking big. Like they can get big.
This is true, but with 2 long blades, I feel like I'd have a chance. I could beat up a donkey. I feel like I could fuck up a horse.
With 2
Don't
samurai
clip that.
swords?
Don't clip that. I love animals. Let me preface this by saying I love animals. I love all animals. I'll still eat them, but I love them. I could totally beat up a cow. I can beat up an elephant.
With 2 samurai swords, you think so?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe
I'm pushing my luck here. I think a hippo is fucking me up.
Okay.
I think a hippo's, you know what, let's draw the line there, but I don't want to, I'm going to say it too much.
So a hippo's fucking you up.
I think a hippo is fucking me up.
Okay. Where do you think you stand with a bear, like a grizzly bear?
Ooh,
Because, I mean, that's just a furry hippo, right?
That's a furry hippo that can stand on 2 legs and climb trees. So I don't like my odds.
Hippos are really strong in water. Bears are really strong on land.
I don't like my odds with a bear. No.
My coworker and I were talking about that the other day about like, what are the chances that we could fend off a bear of some sort? And we have determined that under very special circumstances, do we think that we could probably hold our own with a black bear? Grizzly bear gets a little sketchy, and a polar bear would eat us like it was just a good Sunday morning. Like, we're dying.
If I ever fight a bear, I want someone to record it because it'll be the funniest way ever. Because you always hear when you see a bear in the forest, you got to stand up, big, tall, make yourself big. You got to try to intimidate them.
Right.
And every time I picture myself doing that, I just picture myself standing up, chest out, doing the classic Derek James and just telling him to fuck off. And then all of a sudden there's like just a moment of silence before I just get pummeled to the ground and turned into hamburger helper.
It's the scene from Deadpool and Wolverine where he's like, I am Marvel Jesus, you don't. When the Hulk just smashes him.
Exactly. It's exactly what's going to happen to me. I want someone there to record it if it ever happens.
Okay, next question. If you had to choose one game show to win or you die, what game show are you choosing? Like,
so if it's a game show that's like, all right, you're going to go on this game show. If you don't win, you die.
yes.
Ooh. That's
Squid Game, all the way. No.
that's tough. That's tough. If I had to pick one, probably, it'd probably be like one of those like old school 80s like shopper games.
Okay, like you have to like
go find certain products and stuff.
or like determine the price of a grocery item.
Yeah, I feel like I could be weirdly good at that, just working in retail a lot. I was gonna say Family Feud because
See, I was going to say the same thing, but I don't trust the other people I'm with ever.
oh yeah,
I feel like they would get me killed so
I'm
fast.
1v5 in that. I'm 1v5 in that the whole way through. But no, I think I realistically, I think I could do really good at one of those old school shopper games. You just start running with your cart, banging into the people left and right. I'm also very big, so just one shoulder check, dude. That's taking out Lauren over there.
You would have been a fucking menace. Yes. Black Friday 2001.
Yes, dude. I'm getting turned into a movie.
What's that about? Like, Black Friday used to be this wild fucking night where like everybody's savage side would come out. People were fighting over Barbie dolls. People were fighting over TVs. They were hitting each other with cars. And now it's so organized. It's like, gonna make my way to this pallet now.
Well, Wesley Crane, I'll tell you exactly why. That's because they're all out on Thursdays now, and you're just missing all the fun.
I need to come out on a Thursday
Nobody celebrates Thanksgiving anymore. They're like, I need my goddamn $20 video games.
I ain't thankful for shit.
I'm gonna fuck somebody up over this air fryer. Like it's madness now, dude. That's just Black Friday doesn't exist anymore. It's Black Thursday.
Black Thursday.
Oh, God damn it. It sounds so bad. It's Murder Thursday. It's not even Thanksgiving anymore.
Jesus. So you're going the shopping game. I still think Family Feud would probably be my strong suit, though I'm definitely 1v5 in that because I don't trust people that I bring.
Don't trust nobody.
Like, you might be the only one that I trust.
Oh, no, don't trust me. I trust myself, but nobody else should trust me.
Oh, man. Okay. Let's take it up a notch.
Let's do it.
Would you rather sit on a cake and eat a dick or sit on a dick and eat a cake?
All right, who's dick? First of all, this is a very important question. Who's dick?
Question.
Whose dick is getting ate? Whose dick is getting set on?
Regardless, let's say it's a cast of your own.
God damn it. A cast of my own. I can deal with a cast of my own. Fuck.
But are you taking it in the mouth or
fuck? Listen, I think I'm gonna sit on the dick. Because if I sit on the cake and eat a dick, then I'm just sitting on a cake for no reason. The cake is serving no positive purpose here. And then there's also just a dick in the mouth. So I think I'm gonna sit on the dick just so I can at least enjoy some cake during this traumatizing experience.
I'll second.
It'll be the saddest cake I ever eat, but you know what? At least I had cake.
I'll second you with that. I'll also take that option. Ooh, now what cake though? Because I feel like that's also important. Like a regular ass birthday, like vanilla icing cake, unless it's just a damn good one. Like those are just pretty much the same all the way around.
I don't like anything fancy, but I have a very specific. I like angel food cake.
Okay.
With buttercream. So much buttercream.
Susie My wife Susie, she really likes buttercream.
I hate icing. I don't like icing at all. If I get cake with icing, I typically don't eat it. But if there's buttercream,
It changes the whole thing.
I need a new pair of shorts.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
And not because of the dick I'm sitting on.
Does pumpkin pie actually count as a? Oh, that's pumpkin pie, not
It's
cake.
pie, dude. It's pie.
Pumpkin cake would be almost like carrot cake, wouldn't it?
Or a cheesecake.
Oh,
Cheesecake would be good.
but wait, is cheesecake really a cake or is that a pie?
It's in the name, dude. It's in the name. It's a cheesecake. Cake's a cake. Cake is a cake.
But it's definitely formed like a pie.
It's formed like a pie, but you know what? It's like a tomato. It's a fruit, not a vegetable. But we all consider, I'm just saying, man. I'm calling a spade a spade. It's got cake in the name. I'm calling cake a cake.
Okay. Then I'll go cheesecake.
Yeah.
Because you can add shit to that.
Oh, yeah.
You can go like strawberry drizzle. You can go chocolate drizzle. You can go any kind of drizzle you
I
want.
don't even care about the dick anymore.
Bro, you could do butterscotch drizzle and like do like a root beer cheesecake and you would have like butterbeer.
And if you time it right, there'll be another kind of drizzle.
All right, sitting on a dick and eating cake.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's do it. All right. Here we go. Final question.
Oh, hit me, daddy.
Would you rather get to fuck any 5 people you want for a year, no consequences, or be able to ruthlessly powerbomb whoever you want, wherever you want for a year?
Oh, I'm ruthlessly powerbombing the shit out of everyone. Everyone. Sam Stackhouse is getting put through the goddamn ring forever.
Well, because like, also if you look at this, like, all right, if we were single, right?
Yeah.
Fucking any 5 people we want, that's probably doable. Like that's actually doable. But like being able to powerbomb whoever the fuck you want, wherever you want, like that's a superpower.
That gets me harder than sex.
That makes me eager to wake up every single morning.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll just start walking in any gym I want to. The biggest bodybuilder gym. Just look around and be like,
that motherfucker's been on that machine the whole time, but he's been on his phone more times than he's been doing his reps.
Yeah.
Power bomb.
Well, it'd be satisfying to walk around and see every big motherfucker in there and just be like, powerbomb you. Totally powerbomb you right now. I can totally do it.
You're in bed with your girl. So you're like, I can powerbomb you right now.
I could do that. I could do that all now. my girlfriend weighs double digits. I could powerbomb 3 of her at the same time
Right now.
You imagine walking up to someone like Joey Swole though, and just being like, I could totally powerbomb you. I can do it. I can do it. You want me to fucking prove it? I'll do it right now.
You want me to fucking prove it?
Right now, dude. That'd be great.
Being able to powerbomb anybody is just like anybody, anywhere, anytime. That is a superpower in and of itself.
There's always something satisfying about a good powerbomb.
Yeah.
A good powerbomb. It's so satisfying.
It's like a good toaster strudel.
Dude, yes. Yes, man. Oh. I'm about to cream myself.
Thinking about the toaster strudel or power bombing people?
Yes. Yes.
Favorite flavor of toaster strudel?
And just the regular standard.
Like is that strawberry?
I think yeah, dude.
Regular standard
Strawberry toaster strudel. I don't need pickiness. I'm not picky when it comes to now. If we're talking Pop-Tarts, that's a different story. But those strudels, I'm not picky.
What's your favorite Pop-Tart? Because I feel like Pop-Tart is like they hit and miss.
Chocolate fudge Pop-Tarts.
Is that the like? It's got the chocolate in it. It's got the chocolate icing on top, or like hard icing or whatever.
Yes, the hard stuff.
Does it also have chocolate chips in it?
I don't think so. I think that's its own different Pop-Tart.
Like that's a
Chocolate chip Pop-Tart, yeah.
chocolate chip Pop-Tart.
Yeah, the chocolate fudge though. Throw those in the microwave for 20 seconds.
I feel like they should invert toaster strudels. I feel like
You might be cooking here.
instead of having the strawberry on the inside, you have just the icing all in the inside and you drizzle the strawberry on top.
You might be cooking here.
I'd pay for that.
I'd pay for it
Yes, for sure.
if they're listening.
That's a
Toaster strudels if you're
$1 million
listening.
idea.
I don't even want money.
No,
Just
make
send
it
me a
happen.
box.
Yeah, just make it happen.
Send me a box.
Let's go.
Send me a box. Man, okay, so where do you think we're gonna be taking this here BS with Tommy and Wes. Where do you want to see this go?
I just want people to be able to tune in, listen, have a good time, laugh with us, be complete and utter degenerates with us, and have a good time doing it.
That sounds like a fucking plan. I'm excited.
I am too.
I'm so excited.
I'm so ready for this.
We've been waiting to do this for a long time.
Yes.
And it's finally here. We get to do this. We get to sit here. This is an excuse for us to get together and just talk and bullshit.
Yep.
Like we want to do. And I'm so excited for everything that's going to come. It means I have to play more video games too. I already don't play enough video games right now.
Same
so
here.
it's going to give me another reason to play more video games too.
Absolutely.
I'm really excited, man. I'm really excited.
We're going to get you on Phasmophobia and just like really have a good time.
Yes. I'm learning how to play now.
Yeah.
Too. I'm learning how to play. But the first time I played, I got thrown in with no knowledge of the game. I knew it was a game about Ghost, and that was it. I had no idea what you were supposed to do in the game.
Did you die?
I did die. I instantly went down to the sex dungeon.
Yeah.
It was kind of hot, but that's beside the point.
I missed their Halloween event. They had a Halloween event in October, and I completely missed it. Man. It sucks because they usually have really cool Easter eggs and really cool little nods that they do in their events. Like they've added a few new maps since I first started playing. When I first started playing, it was just like 4 or 5 levels, the basic levels, and nothing was in depth whatsoever. You had a set of tools, the levels, and there were like 5 ghosts, 6 ghosts maybe. And now there's like over 13 different ghost types that I'll be the person to say it definitely makes it more challenging, and I love it. This is the one time that I'm like, I fucking love that this game got harder.
Let's go, man. I'm excited. We're going to be playing games. We're going to be talking about movies. We're going to be talking about wrestling, the Oklahoma scene and the Texas scene, and maybe a little bit more bigger stuff too. We'll see, man. Is there anything else you got for today?
I don't think so, man. I think we talked about pretty much everything.
Yeah, we said, how long do we want to go for? And, we were just like, let's just fucking talk until we have nothing else.
Yeah.
I didn't really come with a lot of topics because I just kind of wanted to just talk about what we're doing.
Yeah.
What we're doing right now, like what we're going to do with this platform of ours that we're now creating, and just what was going on in our lives. And, I didn't really come with a specific topic today, but I feel like this is a good first start.
For sure.
I feel like it's a good first start. We're at the training center though. We're gonna get some ring time in here in just a little bit when the kiddos get here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy, where can they find you on social media?
Man, you could find me at the Tommy Dean or Tommy Dean Pro, one of those. I don't remember which one's for which platform, but if you search Tommy Dean on any platform, you'll find me. You got anything? You got any merch or anything like that? Have merch. I do. You can go to TommyDeanShop.BigCartel.com. You can also go to Parabellum.BigCartel.com. That's where you can find some Tommy Dean and Wesley Crane merch.
Let's go
right now. But one of those will be changing. Maybe both of them will be changing soon. But right now, that's where you can find it.
Hell yeah. And you could always find me on any social media platform at I am Wesley Crane. I just dropped my lighter.
Just dropped his lighter.
And you can find my merch at IamWesleyCrane.com.
Never drop your bic.
Never drop your bic.